Who is your enemy? Who is your secret enemy? How to find out who would be your enemies and what sort of enmities you would face in life from your horoscope. Interesting, right? So, hey guys, this is Purab from Purab's Astrology, and let's get started. If somebody tells me that I don't have any enemies, then that's a blatant lie. If you're born as a human being with a horoscope, then you have a sixth house and a eighth house. The sixth house is the house of your enemies, the people who become your enemies, who are visible to you. You know that this person XYZ is my enemy. So that sort of enemy can be analyzed from the sixth house. And the eighth house is the house of secret enemies. Secret enemies, the enemies who are hidden, you cannot see, and who attack you suddenly. So, from the analysis of the sixth house, the eighth house, the lord of the sixth house, and the lord of the eighth house, you can actually understand where your enemies are going to come from and how they are going to impact you in life. So, if Rahu, Saturn, Ketu, and Mars are in the sixth house or in the eighth house, and if the lord of the sixth house and the eighth house are unfavorable, that is in unfriendly sign or debilitated or aspected by Saturn or Rahu or Ketu, then whenever you will run the dasha of these planets, that is Rahu, Ketu, Mars, and Saturn, which are placed either in the sixth house or in the eighth house, then you have to undergo and face enmity, litigation, fighting, secret enemies, sudden attacks, and things like that. So it is desirable that the horoscope should have empty sixth house and empty eighth house. There should be no planets in the sixth house and the eighth house, and also the 12th house. Now, based on the position of the lord of the sixth house or the eighth house, you can see who is your enemy. If the lord of the sixth house or eighth house is placed in the first house, then you yourself become your own enemy. You do some mistakes and you suffer from diseases because sixth house is diseases, or you make some rash decisions while driving and you meet with accidents because the eighth lord is in the first house, or you be careless about your personal safety and you get attacked. So you become your own enemy. So be alert. Don't take decision in haste, because haste makes waste. If the lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is in the second house, this is very interesting, na? Is in the second house, then your family, the family in which you are born, your family members, especially your father's side, are your enemies. They shall always have some sort of vendetta against you. So be aware, stay aware of your family members. And this is the truth, guys. If the lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is placed in the third house, then your neighbors, your cousins, your younger sibling becomes your enemy. Your childhood friends, they tend to be your enemy. So there is always an angle of jealousy and misunderstanding between you and these aforementioned significance of the third house. If the lord of the sixth house and the eighth house are placed in the fourth house, then you always have troubles with your mother. You and your mother will always have a difference of opinion, which will lead to problems in your life. So you need to create a very warm and cordial relationship with your mother and parents, because fourth house is the house of your mother and parents, and also people of your homeland, the place of your birth, because fourth house is the place of your birth, tend to become your enemies. So always maintain a cordial relationship with these people or the significance of the fourth house, especially your parents and your mother. If the lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is placed in the fifth house, then your enemies or your secret enemies might be your romantic partner or your love interest, because the fifth house is the house of your love interest and romantic partner. And also, don't take this otherwise, but the fifth house, your first child also. So it is seen that later in the future you will have a trouble and misunderstanding between your first child and you, because the energy of the sixth house and the eighth house is going to the fifth house. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is in the sixth house, then this is creating Viprit Raj Yoga. Because if the Lord of the sixth is placed in the sixth itself, then it will manage the sixth house. Whenever you will run the Mahadasha or Antardasha of the planet in the sixth house or the Lord of the sixth house, you will face enmity, you will face troubles and fighting, but later it will come to your favor because this is Viprit Rajyog. An unfavorable situation goes to your favor. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is placed in the seventh house of marriage and partnership, then your life partner or your wife or husband or spouse becomes your enemy. You always have discord and misunderstanding with your spouse. And also, the eighth house energy is coming to the seventh house. So, your in-laws create disturbance in your married life because eighth house is the house of your in-laws and they are creating a loss angle 12th away in the seventh house. So they are using your life partner and creating troubles in your life. So if that's the case, stay away from your in-laws and always keep an eye on your spouse. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is in the eighth house itself, then this also is a Viprit Rajyog because the Lord of the sixth house, malefic house, is going to the eighth house. So destruction and transformation of the enemies. So you need not bother about enemies much, but your enemies, the sixth house, is going to the eighth house of mysticism, occult, tantra, mantra, right? So your enemies will try to do some sort of black magic or use some sort of negative energy upon you because they will be involved in these things. And also, if the Lord of the eighth house is in the seventh house, then your life partner and your business partner will also be someone who would be involved in these things. So stay alert, guys. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is in the ninth house, then your guru and your father would turn out to be problematic in your life. You will always have discord and misunderstanding and hatred and exchange of ego between yourself and your gurus and your father since you are a child. So put this in your mind that your father and guru are here to guide you. So don't show your ego to them. Just take what they're trying to tell you and you do your work silently. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is placed in the 10th house, then this shows that the energy of enemy and secret enemy is going to the house of your karma and duty. So your karma becomes to manage these secret enemies. So maybe this shows that you are in secret services or you are in the defense or army where you fight every day with the enemy and manage them. If the Lord of the sixth house or the eighth house is placed in the 11th house, then this shows that your elder brother, your network circle, right? The people in your community, they turn out to become your enemy and secret enemies. So whenever you are among your network circle, you are partying or you're stepping out or you are, doing something with them, always keep a strict eye if they are trying to do something. If the Lord of the sixth house and the eighth house is placed in the 12th house, now 12th house is the house of unknown and foreign settlement and abroad. So this shows that you will face enmity when you go abroad or when you go to a place which is of hidden nature. For example, you go into the hospital or you go into a rehabilitation center and there you have to face enmity. And also the 12th house is the house of the spirits, the entities which don't have body, ghosts, something like that. So you have to face the wrath of these disembodied entities because the energy of the sixth house and the eighth house, that is enemy and secret enemy, is going to the 12th house. So with this video, you get to know that who are your enemies, what sort of an energy of enmity you are carrying since birth. And if you know this, you can stay alert and save yourself from so many circumstances. So that's it for today, guys. This is Purab signing off from astrology, Purab's astrology. Adios, guys. Take care. Stay alert. Be safe.